Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here with an announcement for you. So today I'm here to announce the next round of the Mangalov readathons. These are manga-based readathons that I periodically host. I do them a few times a year. And this one is our Fall into Mangalove round. I am so excited. I tend to really like the one in the fall for whatever reason. This one is going to be a week long and it's going to run from September 21st through the 27th. So we will be starting on the official first day of fall or autumn and going for a week. So I am really excited. This time I went a little overboard, I think, and I did do kind of a challenge board. This is totally optional. It's not required by any means, but I'm going to be participating in all of these challenges and I am really, really excited for you guys to maybe expand your wings a little bit with this challenge board. And I think it's gonna be a really good time. I do have my TBR picked out, so I am gonna go ahead and do that in this video. But first, I do want to say you'll want to follow us on the Mangalove Readathon Twitter. It's linked down below, and we will be doing sprints over there periodically, and I'm gonna have some helpers with sprints this time. I'm super excited. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. I may even have a couple days where someone takes over. Like, it's just gonna be a blast, and I am so excited. So let's go ahead and get into the challenges and what I will be reading for these particular challenges. So we're gonna start, as you're looking at it, it'll be the top left-hand corner. I always have to double check when I'm thinking about this. So the first, that one is Read a Shay Favorite. I talk about my favorites all the time on this channel. You can look at pretty much any video where I'm talking about manga and one of them will come up. But for this one, my challenge is going to be finally getting to volume 2 of Beyond the Clouds. I loved this first volume so much. This is kind of like Ghibli meets Final Fantasy. We've got a girl who has wings. One of her wings is broken, and this young boy named Theo finds her, engineers her a wing. It's kind of got steampunk almost elements to it, and there's cat people. Like, it's a fantastic series. It's so fun. It almost kind of has like Ni no Kuni vibes to me. So maybe think along more Ni no Kuni than Final Fantasy. All right, the next challenge going across the top is Outside Your Comfort Zone. So for me, that's this particular series, which is Don't Toy With Me Miss Nagatoro. This one, I'm always on the fence after I've read a volume, and I always end up, I liked it enough that I want to try one more. And so this is a little out of my comfort zone because it is a bully-based 4-coma style comedy romance. And yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how I feel about this one. Next is to start a new series. So for that, I'm actually going to read the first 3 volumes of Honey Hunt. This is a shoujo series that I don't know too much about, but my girl Danny over at the Panda Post, I remember her really enjoying the series. And so I'm really excited to dig into this high school shoujo romance. The next challenge is to finish a series. And for this one, I'm going to finish up The Young Master's Revenge, another recommendation from Danny. She bought me the first volume for Christmas last year, and I read it and really enjoyed it. So it's just a 4-volume series, so I'm just going to finish it up during this readathon, and I think it's going to be a really good time. The next challenge is to read a recommendation. And for that, I'm going to be reading Sorry for My Familiar Volume 4. This series was recommended to me most primarily by Melissa over at, I forget her channel name. Misadventures with Melissa, I think is what it is right now. But I will leave her linked down below. Anybody I mention in this video is linked down below, by the way. They are a huge advocate of this series, and I did my first try 3 episode with this one, and I realized that it's better to read it almost episodically and just one at a time, so I decided to pick up the next one for this readathon. The next challenge is to read a sequel, and this can be taken a couple of different ways. This can be taken as the next volume in a series. This can be taken as a spin-off series to the original series. And for me, I'm going to be reading Don't Call Me Daddy. This is kind of a sequel to Don't Call Me Dirty. This follows 2 other characters from that series, and so that's why I'm kind of calling it a sequel, and I'm really excited to read this. I think it's going to be fantastic. So anyways, there's that. Down on the final row on the left side, we've got Read a Shoujo Title, and I don't think the one I grabbed is a shoujo. Let me double check, because I might have to change that one. I've got plenty of shoujo on my shelf, so I'm not worried. It is not. Hold on, give me a minute. All right, in changing things up, I'm going to also finish My Little Monster. This is one that I finally got all the volumes recently, so there's a good chance I will reread the first 6 leading up to the readathon and then read the rest of the series. And yeah, so that's a big change. It was originally 1 volume and now it's going to be 7. So that's okay. I read a lot. And I'll probably still read this. It's Horimiya volume 7. Or no, 6, sorry. So I'll probably still read this during the week just because I want to read it. And then the next challenge is to read a josei title. And for that, I'm going to be reading the next volume of Perfect World. This is a josei romance in which we're following a woman who gets reacquainted with her crush from high school. Since high school, he has experienced an accident and is now wheelchair bound. And it talks a lot about the problems and complications and assumptions that people make centered around disability. I do think it is a good conversation, and I'm really excited to continue. And then last but not least is to read a LGBT manga. So this can be a yuri, a yaoi. As long as it falls in that LGBT spectrum, you're totally good to read it. And for me, I'm going to be reading 7 Days, Monday through Sunday. This is by Tachibana and Takari, I want to say. This is one that has been recommended to me several times, and I finally picked up a copy because they had it on sale at my local bookstore. And so I am really excited to read this. I believe it's about a couple that ends up dating for a week. I think that's kind of the general concept on it. On a whim, high school 3rd year Yuzu Shino asks out 1st year Serio, who is notorious for being a week-long lover. He'll date the first girl to ask him out Monday morning. Oh, yeah. So that's the concept. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I've heard good things. And I think there's a book that's kind of like that now, too. So I don't know if it's directly inspired or what. I think it's called Date Me, Bryce and Keller. I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll leave it linked down below, whatever it is. I'll call it the book that's like 7 days, because I'm pretty sure I've heard this concept in a book recently. So I have a feeling it was kind of ripped off. But anyways.
Hi guys, Editing Shay here. So I just need to pop in and put my 2 cents out here. The day that I filmed this video is when all of the people started coming forward talking about how Date Me, Bryce and Keller is essentially a ripoff of 7 Days. It's the exact same concept. And I hear it goes down very similarly as well. So I just want to put it on here. I won't be linking Date Me, Bryce and Keller for that reason. But all the titles that I'm reading during this readathon are linked down below. So you have a link to 7 Days. And I won't be talking about Date Me, Bryce and Keller ever again on this channel. So I just wanted to put it out here that I'm not going to be supporting the title because I do feel like it has been ripped off from this particular manga. I would rather support the manga that is legally available here in the US. So there is no reason to not read the original story. So that's all I'm going to say on this subject ever. This is my moment to tell you, don't read Date Me, Bryce and Keller. Read 7 Days. It's linked down below. Go pick yourself up a copy, and I'll talk to you guys later.
That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys will join in on the readathon. And again, I'm really excited, and I love doing these. I will probably be doing a vlog during that week, and I'll always cap them at an hour. I never try to go longer than that, or if it's getting close to an hour, I'll end it for the day. And so there could be 2 to 3. There could be just 1. I don't know how often I'm going to check in on this vlog. And again, this is a lot of volume, so I'll probably be pretty chatty in that. And so yeah, I don't think I'm going to daily vlog it. I think that's just too much stress for me right now. So anyways, let me know in the comments down below if you plan on joining. And if you have any recommendations for any of these genres or prompts, leave them down below, because you can always search the comments and find a recommendation if you haven't gotten one recently, or you can feel free to ask me or watch one of my recommendation videos and grab it from there. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.